Hey everybody, I'm Randy Jones with Incredible Tiny Homes, and you are in the Thunderdome. Let's take a walk. I'm going to show you what's going on. Yesterday we had a show. We was going to reveal to you, I think, the mountain across the street. We had a downpour rain. Everything's mud. Also going to show you a longer ESP home. These are our ESP homes, stucco. They're a foam sandwich between two pieces of steel panels that are 22 by 64 pieces. And we got some with 10-foot porches. Just to give you an idea of what they do. We've shown you tiny homes that we do for years. And this is a new product that we're coming out with just to see how we do. If you're a fan or a subscriber that has been doing this for a while, you kind of, have been following us, you see what we're doing. You know what? Let's go back to the guys because we've been following them every day.
Yeah, Mike.
We'll do Matt. Matt just started 2 homes. The one he was working on is gone. Joseph is actually down there. You got David, who's putting sheeting on his house. That's for the Hemmings.
Right.
And then we've got Mike Haynes is doing a Hobbit house. He's cutting out. We were putting a rubber roof on that yesterday.
Right.
He's inside today, starting on the new Hobbit. And then we've got our ESP panel homes outside. The guys are laminating all the walls together.
Okay.
So let me show you what's going on. So right there is Obilio. He's the younger boy. And Mike has been here for years. And they come to Mike for advice. A lot of these guys go to a lot of the other builders for ask them for ideas or advice and stuff. We're out here constantly, but it's unless you have somebody constantly working with them, there's a lot to learn, the minute details of everything here,
Right.
So we appreciate Mike and other guys that have been here for a while to give them advice. So now you can see that yesterday it was spray foam, and then today it's sheeted, and now they're framing up the walls. Now this is a little bit different home. Over here, normally all of our walls are above the wheel framing is 80 inches tall. This is a Craftsman style, drop axles, fenders, which all the floor and everything is lowered to the ground. So these walls, the studs are 10 foot tall. Then we add the top plate and bottom plate, which is 3 inches. And then, yeah, right there.
Yeah,
we can take it outside. It'd be fine. Yep.
I need to get more wood in, but that's in the way.
Yeah, get it out of your way.
Nice video.
Rah! I know it. So what we do is we put this header on here, and it goes on top of the wall. It'll fit right on top of it, all right? So then what we had designed, instead of normal construction, you have to put a load-bearing header above every opening. We put one continuously across the whole wall. That way we can put our windows and doors wherever we want, and it's a lot easier, quicker to do it like that. So we put
this is something they're building, and this is the walls.
This wall will stand up. They'll stand it up, put all 4 walls on it, and then they'll put their headers on the 2 long walls.
Okay.
And then they have the load bearings there.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So another procedure we've done, there'll be a wall sitting on top of this, right? So then we have to put a header above. What's that? Oh, okay, let me get that radio. All right. So we have to put a header above the fender too. So what we have is we call this it's a jack, right? So there'll be a jack that come piece of wood. We call it a jack. Like, see this piece right here, Amanda? That short 2x. When they stand that up, it'll be about 1 inch above that fender.
Okay.
We put foam all over this. Then we'll build a header, just like the one on the ground, and we'll suspend it all the way to this other jack right here. And then when we build a wall on top of that fender, all the weight is on that header and not on the fender.
Okay.
And we have to wrap this fender with insulation because it'll sweat with the hot and the cold meeting. Okay? Also, I don't know if I'm telling you guys all these technical things if you want to know them or not, but there might be some people out there you want to build your own tiny home, or I'll just show you what we do as we've learned over the years is when we pull a measurement, I put my tape on here, everything's 2 foot on center. Now, People will say, how come it's not 16 on center like a normal home and all this? It's not as big a normal home. It's so small. You don't need all that. The reason we're using 2x4s is because our certification says anything wider than a certain width has to have 2x4s. Okay. Also, a Craftsman, because it's called balloon framing, it's a stud that goes from first floor all the way to the second floor, all in one. We like to use 2x4 construction. But when we pull our measurement from the tongue end back, everything's on 2-foot centers.
Okay.
Over there, it's 2-foot centers. Then when we pull our rafters 2-foot center, everything's in line, straight up and down. Everything's, so all the load is transferred straight to the trailer, which is all this steel, you know? You know, when you got a 10-foot wide house, and then you cut a rafter on there, let's just say it's 5 foot from center to center, right? Center to the edge, 5 feet, 5 feet. A little bit longer, you know, because you got a slope. If it snows, and let's say you got, it snows and then it melts and it ices and melts and ices and it gets really heavy, right? So if you've got 5 feet, I was going to calculate it, let's just say 5 times 30 is 150 square feet of roof system you have on that house right there.
Okay.
And you're going to, let's say you can exceed 120 pounds per square foot. That's 18,000 pounds. Sounds like a lot of weight on that one side of the house. That's potential. That's a lot of snow load right there. A home, if you had like a regular house, and your house is, let's say, it's usually 30, way longer than that, 50 or 30, but you got 30 times, and if it's a 40-foot wide house, it's going up 20, so 30 times 20 is 600 square feet. You times that by 120, you're looking at 72,000 pounds per, you know, of that whole roof system. You divide that by, and it was 120, but 72,000 pounds. That's why you got to have engineered trusses and gussets and all that kind of stuff. You know, like what is that? 5 times the amount of weight that a normal house would have to have that this one didn't. So the roofs,
the way they are, when the snow hits it, it should not stay on there long?
Well, in a Craftsman, the roof pitch is it's almost flat. It only has a 3-inch slope, right? And so what we do is...
So it's like that one on top?
Yeah, on the top, right up there. Yep. And so what we do is we make our rafters out of a full member. They're not cut in the middle like a you know, a rafter and a rafter. Right. They're solid. So there's no split in the middle. And so it's almost like a floor system we're building for our roof system that can hold that kind of snow load. Yeah. Okay. And you know what?
But on those, there's probably no problem with those because they're all so slanted.
You've got it steep. Yep. And up here, we build it stronger up there, and it's only one side. Yeah. You don't have a double dormer. If we had 2 dormers, then we do the full one-piece rafter.
I see.
And that's what Matt's about ready to do. We're going to build a Freedom style double dormer home with a solid member for a rafter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, where's it? It's a
about fail. About tripped.
Here's Georgina's house. We can go through Mila too. I know Mila's really wanting to know about her home.
Okay.
She's in the Caribbean, getting ready to come here, I think in October or something like that.
This one's very close.
This one, he's about done. We can see what he's got going. We were in here yesterday with Lucas.
Wow. There's that blue floor again.
Love this floor.
Gosh, very nice.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
This one has, of course, the picture window behind you, a 3040 window. So this is a picture window at the end. And when I tell everybody this is a 3040, which means it's 3 foot wide, 4 foot tall, your window sill is about 32 inches off the floor.
Okay.
Okay. So a 30 or a 3 foot tall window, see like right here, Amanda? So this is 36, 37 inches. This comes to about 41, 42 inches to the bottom.
Okay.
And that's why you get a backsplash on the back of your kitchen, and you don't want a window to come down to this here, and you don't want a 4.0 because it'd come down to here.
Now we've had a couple of customers that wanted it taller, which I'm not against that.
Countertops.
I like taller.
Yeah, and
because of you don't have to bend over at all like if you're doing dishes.
Yeah, so if you wanted to come up like 40, you'd be right there at the bottom of that sill.
Okay.
It'd probably still work.
But this is standard.
Yeah. I'm just trying to educate you guys. If you're thinking about, hey, I want some windows in my house, how is it going to work? So, like over here, you got a 3040 window, 31 inches off the floor about after it's trimmed out, and you want to put a sofa. It's probably going to come up into the bottom of that window a little bit.
Yeah.
So something to think about. Now, if you put a 3.0, it's going to be here, a foot higher, and then you could have your sofa here.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I like these 3040s in the living room. Yeah, this is for a stackable washer and dryer. This is normally, it's a little high, but they have the washer box here.
Now, was that added per her request? Was that after she bought it?
No, I think we put it was already in here.
Okay.
But with this here, normally it's at 41 inches. You got your stackable washer and dryer. Amanda, I don't know if we put that in there or not.
I don't either.
I think it was already installed.
Yeah.
Why'd you want to know?
What?
Yeah, because it's cut out and stuff. It looks like it has. You know what?
I don't know.
I know. It looks like it was cut right here. And normally you don't have that. So that's probably why you're wondering that. The washer, what I like about tiny homes, you think about it. You got a toilet right here, right?
Yeah.
You know what? It was. Because what we had to do was we were thinking, how are we going to tie it into the drain?
Okay.
Okay, so I'm glad you asked that because normally all our drains are in the floor. So let's say you wanted to add a washer and dryer. What you can do is you can take this drain, of course it has a trap in it, it can go straight through the floor and outside, it doesn't have to tie into the floor here. So if you hook up to the sewer, you can put a T on your sewer and just hook your washer disposal line into your T that goes into the sewer.
So if somebody wanted to add it afterwards, it's not that big of a deal.
You can do it. The only other thing is your water lines.
Okay.
So we've got a hot water heater here and we've got a toilet.
Right.
So if you wanted, the only thing is, there's not a hot water line to the toilet. So you'd be, you're going to have to do some reconstruction by putting hot line over to here.
Yeah. It's something I never use hot in my washer. I don't have it. I don't think it's hooked up to it.
There you go.
All I use is cold.
I mean,
I don't know for what, but I don't know.
So if you didn't want hot, you could put a cold line from the toilet right to there. You got to have your electrical. So it's a little bit. I don't know. I like remodeling. I like trying to put things together. And I remember them asking, "Hey, how are we going to tie that drain line into the main part of the house?"
Okay.
Yeah. And that's a direct vent. So this is just like a normal house. You got a direct vent. You got a washer box. You buy these at Lowe's. You put them on. The shower is a 32-inch shower. It's a regular shower stall, regular toilet, and
there's probably nothing that really like if you go to Lowe's, you don't go into Lowe's and say, "Hey, I want to know where your tiny house section is." Because they just have RV places. They have RV places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those things are,
because it's so new.
They're different looking. The RV, because I've had people, remember they say, "Hey, will you help me remodel my RV?"
Yeah.
You got to have special parts, special tools, special pipes.
Everything
is made fit RV.
They have RV stores. Yeah.
Yeah, and I like building with everything you can get at Lowe's.
Right.
Even these lights. The lights are from Lowe's. I think we get our shower. This is a Delta shower. Now you can get these anywhere, but we get this a regular toilet.
It's nice in here.
There's 32-inch shower.
Which our military guy yesterday, Hollings, he said it was plenty enough room for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He really liked his house too. Georgina, I saw Georgina last night. She was out walking.
Oh yeah?
I said I hollered at her.
She's ready for her house, I'm sure.
Oh, I bet she just waved.
Now this is 18 foot, right?
16. I thought she got a 16, but I'm not.
You know what's throwing me off?
It feels 18.
Is this bathroom? It makes it feel longer. When an RJO, it goes to 8 foot, and then you got your. Yeah, I think you're right. It's 16. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, it's 16.
16. It feels bigger.
Well, when you use your loft for a bedroom,
Yeah.
you got a living room. And I'm sure this is going to be some sort of a dining room right here, right? Or dining area.
Course, yeah.
Washer and dryer.
She got
full
a big
kitchen.
too.
Yeah, man, full kitchen and a bathroom in the back.
Very, very nice.
So, yep, I remember telling one guy, most men do not like tiny homes.
Right.
He's like, really? All right, so if you could get a full sofa in here or a couple nice, lazy boy chairs, if you could have them there, you've got your full living room that you would have in a normal home, right?
But I wonder what is an issue, like the guys that's on here that's watching, what would be your issue? Because they're saying it's men.
Yeah.
Because it's, mainly we have women, 99% women. So what is the holdup of men?
I know when I first got into tiny home, just the concept, I walk it, no way. I felt like that. There's no way. But when you get in it and you start thinking, let's say you're by yourself and you got a chair, a nice, soft, lazy boy chair. You want to watch the ball game, sitting in and relax.
What else do you need?
You can have a TV behind the door or wherever it's laid out, or a sofa here and a TV there, right? Okay, so I got my living room. So let's say I want to eat. I got a full kitchen. Oh, she's going to have the fridge right there, Amanda.
Okay.
So you've got your full kitchen. All that you need in this kitchen to cook, an exhaust fan, microwave, fridge.
Got everything.
Okay. So now I just went from my living room to my kitchen.
Yeah.
And then I want to take a shower, use the bathroom, whatever. I got a full bath in here. Now, if I'm a really big guy and maybe, just a little overweight or something, that wasn't good things. I don't know how to say it. But if you're a big old guy, you're a bigger guy, this might feel cumbersome to you,
Right.
But you got a toilet, you got a normal shower, you got what you need.
It's still not, it's still a good amount of room.
And then you got your upstairs for your bed, I know people don't like climbing ladders, and this is a ladder loft, and we do have the steps, but you could get this home and be out of debt. That's the big thing.
Well, see, that's what the ladies and stuff, the majority of our customers are looking at financial freedom against comfort, but they're being surprised by so much comfort in the homes.
Yeah.
Especially when they come here. If you have the luxury of getting to come here, you're just really surprised.
There, I met a lady today from Wyoming that came in, and she's leaving near Cody, Wyoming. She's leaving and coming here, and she bought a lot here, and she's going to build a house, have a house here and everything. And she said, this is what you said. She goes, I was fortunate enough to be able to live in this community and be a part of what you got going on.
Oh, good.
Said fortunate, and to be out of debt, have a home. I ran into, we were talking to one of the people that live here, and what I was noticing when they were talking, I thought to myself, when you build a regular home on a foundation, majority of the people always go bigger.
Yeah.
Oh, let's bump out the living room. Let's make our bedroom bigger. I want a bigger kitchen with an island. It's always, you cannot withstand it. You think you always want more and more room. And that's what these tiny homes are. We get a lot of people that design their own homes and they do the same thing. They end up wanting it bigger and bigger. Oh, I want this, I want that, and I want this. And before you know it, you're over $100,000. You're not a tiny home anymore. The actual lifestyle that you're looking for is really gone. You're into a park model. You're into a mobile home setting, which is fine. But the tiny home mentality is gone. And we sell tiny homes. I love building the tiny home whole feel of everything that you got here.
Right.
And that's what we do. So.
And this one is literally almost done.
Yeah.
Like she's getting it very, very soon.
Yep, he's got to run the gas line for the water heater.
Okay.
And do a few things. He might be waiting on us, but.
I bet he is, yeah. Okay. So Georgina, your home's almost done.
All right. That one's coming along. Just been doing this. That's the ESP with the wood on the outside.
Okay,
How do
yeah.
you like that?
Yeah, very nice.
What would you paint that wood? Would you paint it or do anything with that wood?
I probably would. I think so. It's a, well, I'm not sure. It's a lighter color blue and a lighter color of the wood.
Right.
So I might would leave it. I'm not sure. See how it kind of weathers because it may match pretty good. I think I might wait it out before I did anything.
To see what happens. Now, if we don't do something, this will turn gray.
Yeah, which may match that really pretty.
Oh, yeah.
It might. That gray.
Let's see what we got in here.
This is Sheehan.
Sheehan?
Sheehan, yeah.
So you got, all right, so now you can see the steps. So this is 10 foot wide, 20 foot long. You see the steps going up. You can,
So much room.
yep, let me walk up here just to show you.
This is crazy, so much room.
I don't want to touch the walls. So you can stand up at any stage, and this is just a mattress. It's just a bed. If you want to later, you can put bookcase up here, railing up here. We don't do any of that. We can add to it later if you like, or, you know,
Right.
but this is a certain style home that we're selling just the way it is. But that's a reverse gable. It's a triangle window, triangle roof line with the shed dormer. But you can put a king size bed up here, Amanda.
Oh, I know, it's huge up there.
So you got a bed.
Show the.
Yeah, you got a bedroom where you can come up here with steps instead of a ladder.
Wow.
And the whole, I love this design because, Amanda, the steps are hidden. They're
They
not
are.
out in the middle of the room.
Right. They're
Now-
not.
Now, we've utilized all the storage under the steps. Now, the only thing is the first 3 steps. And you can get these lifted up treads if you want. We don't include them in the price of this house. That would be the only part of the house that's not being utilized for any kind of space. Kitchen, 8-foot countertop. Microwave, range hood, cooktop. Just like we do. Here's your sink and your countertop. Water heater goes underneath here. We've been putting wood now on the ceiling. I like that feel.
Yeah.
I like the feel of wood with the stucco.
Right.
If you look at
Well,
the
the contrast looks great too.
yeah, and look at the bathroom. Look at all this area that's open, Amanda. Now you got a full closet. You got a washer and dryer. You got the toilet, shower. We don't put a sink in here. There's really a hard place to put a sink, you know.
Yeah.
And we could put a wall with a sink there, but if you want a washer and dryer, and you don't have to have
And
one,
it's a combo.
yeah, combo. It's made for a 3-foot high
Yeah.
washer and dryer, and then you got a closet right here. So I always like, a lot of our homes don't have closets.
And the fridge right here.
Yeah, that's right. And the fridge goes right here. So you got the fridge here and the water heater underneath. Done. So really, Mandy, you've got the closet, washer, dryer, full bath, full kitchen, microwave, full size, apartment size refrigerator.
Fridge.
You know what? If I don't have my tape with me, but we do have over 30 inches, Amanda, right here. You could probably put a regular refrigerator there.
Yeah, it looks like you could.
You know what?
Well, because you're not going to access that space beside of it anyway.
Exactly.
So can you put a gas water heater in here?
We could.
would it go
Normally
back
those are normally going right in here. So if you wanted a gas water heater that's going in your closet,
Okay.
which would be nice because you don't like them here,
Right.
and we want a window in here. So probably this is the main location for your water heater.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's just a great design. So much to there's a huge living room.
And you guys, you know how much I'm always talking about a big room having nothing in it, and you guys can just put, look. All right, so if I'm going to use the staircase as a traffic area, so I'm going to walk right here from this point out, I would say 3 foot from your steps, you're not going to want any furniture.
No.
So from here back, that's all place for furniture.
Right.
So you got sofa, love seat, whatever you want, corner sofa. Now you got a door that folds back, and that's why we set this window up this way, right? So when we do that, this allows you for more furniture right here. all this traffic area. So when I'm thinking to myself, when I'm designing this, you got to walk from here to that door. Here's furniture, right? I got to walk from here to my stairs.
Right.
Furniture. So now I've got 2 long walls, a short wall for anything I want to put in here.
Yeah. Probably TV right there. Or wherever you want to put
and
it.
we're starting to run. I had a couple plugs here, but I didn't know if that was going to be out of the way. People said they didn't want a TV. We're going to start adding just a plug right here anyway for a TV.
Well, and two, if you don't put a TV, I've seen in Will and Becky's and somebody else's house, they have a electric fireplace.
That's right.
That they plugged up, and
Yeah.
it was nice glowing there.
So we need to put a plug down there or up here.
Yeah.
You got, and you could actually, that'd be nice to cover up your panel box.
Very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We need to start, because we got
They
electric.
weren't that expensive. I think they were only like $100 and something.
Well, we need to put a plug here. You
Yeah,
know what?
that would look nice.
So that's a good thing to start adding a plug down and a plug up.
Now, can the people that already have their home, or can they just easily
You
add
can.
a plug?
Yeah, you can, because it's accessible
Yeah.
to your panel box. And you can just come over to the side, put you a plug in there.
Okay.
Yeah, sure can.
How are we choosing the barn doors? Like when Josh and them make a barn door, we don't
Right.
cut special ones. They do them different all the time.
You know what? Okay, so in the past, everybody's built their own barn door,
Yes.
whatever they wanted to do.
Different builders.
Now, because we're not building cabinets, the guys are building barn doors down there, and they've revolutionized our barn doors.
Yes.
They've got the X, barn door X, and they've also got one that looks like it's a Dutch door.
Yeah.
So it's kind of 2 squares.
Yeah.
I like that door too. It's more sleek and it's smoother. So we got either one.
Yeah.
And
There's a Z in there.
yeah, and we can do, so there's like 2 or 3 different designs, and that's pretty much all we're gonna do.
Right.
Yeah. But they're like rabbited together and lapped and jointed and screwed, and there's no more screws in them. Remember how we used to have all them screws?
Yes.
Those are all gone.
That's great.
Yeah. So.
Beautiful. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's almost kind of like a box of Cracker Jacks. Just when you open it up, you don't know what you're going to get. So
Yeah.
I think it's kind of exciting to see what barn door, because usually when we go in, I always like to see what kind of design they did on the barn door that time.
And if we had more barn wood, we could do more barn doors, and that's what I'd like to is, come up with something. But, us walking through this house makes me think, all right, if I want to live in here, what is everybody's needs in here? So we talked about a living room. You could have a computer desk right here, couldn't you, Amanda?
Right.
A desk or somewhere to sit to eat.
Right.
People saying, where am I going to eat? A table. You could have a monitor. There's a plug right here. Put your monitor on it, or have just a dining room table.
Right.
You could still have a dining room table here, because your door is going to open to here, right?
Right.
So if you think about the layout of this living room, here I've got a table that maybe you'll fold up against the wall, what we need, and then I have another maybe for my computer,
Right.
what I want to do. Now I've still got this living room. So if I'm one person, a love seat right there would be perfect.
Right.
So you got about 72 inches right here for a love seat. I got my TV in front of me if I prefer to have one. Or I could have a corner, nice, beautiful, regular sofa corner love seat. You've got a full living room, Amanda.
You even have people who have a swing. They get these swings now. They're popular. They're trendy. So
right in the corner here?
Yeah, but where, because I know I've seen them on porches, and a couple of customers have theirs in there, but you would have to have some type of beams, wouldn't you, to have those?
Well, especially
swings?
in these.
Yes.
So we could if we knew beforehand, we could put a collar in here.
Okay.
And hang it. Yep.
Okay.
But you got a living room, office, dining room table, kitchen, bathroom, closet, washer and dryer, king size bed, regular staircase. This is like an apartment.
Yeah. Oh, this right here, I couldn't imagine that this wouldn't be the #1 model that we sell.
I love this model.
Yeah, this.
The reason I love it, Amanda, is because it is so functional.
Yeah, and a lot of room.
Everything from storage to living quarters, functionality, water heater, regular refrigerator, kitchen sink,
And
everything.
what was the suggestion on the triangle there? Again, if somebody wanted a window?
Oh, yeah, you could put a window in there. You sure can. You can put a window in there. You can put a window up there. You could do a lot more windows if you want.
Whatever you wanted.
For the price that we're selling them at, we couldn't put any more in there.
Correct.
But if you want them, you could do them later. And that's another thing, you bringing that up. This window, if you wanted to put, and I've said this before, but there's no studs, wiring, plumbing inside this wall. So you could actually just cut something out, throw it out, and you've got a hole there to put whatever you want, you know,
Right.
a door, a window, or add to it.
Okay.
So it's got its pros. You could actually use a regular saw and cut into the metal. You don't have to change the blade, flip it around or nothing. Now you got you know, some eye protection because you are cutting into metal. The saw blade will go dull eventually, but to get a full window out, your carpenter, if you hire or do it yourself, not a problem whatsoever.
Okay. And
Man.
two, if you did want to have a Murphy bed, you can't have a window, or what's the deal with that? Like if somebody said, I want a Murphy bed right there.
Yeah, well, it's going to cover your window up.
Yeah.
So when you
don't-
fold it.
No window, and it would be up like it looked like a piece of furniture, and then,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, remember the one we did, this is only 84 inches tall, all right? So if you do a Murphy bed and your bed's 80 inches tall, a Murphy bed usually starts the pendulum part at about a foot off the ground. So
Okay.
if you do have a Murphy bed, it's probably gonna have to be the long ways. Your head is gonna be not at this way.
Yes,
It's gonna be
okay.
horizontal with the wall.
I see.
So then your bed will probably only come up about this high.
So you could actually put like some cute little rectangle window or something.
You
at
could
the
put,
top.
yeah, a long one up here
Long
maybe.
one
You gotta have some meat for
for that.
stability for the roof system and everything to be on.
Okay.
Now, I take that back now. I'd have to look into that because our roof system is the panels.
Right.
The panels, the way they're glued and screwed together, is almost a header in itself,
Oh.
right? So there's not a lot of load on one particular spot. Like when you have a rafter, you have a rafter and there's a lot of weight right there.
Yeah.
Where when this roof system, the weight is spread across the entire length of the house. And that's what I like about these. There's some design things that I haven't done yet. I haven't had time.
Right.
And you know, I love an all glass house. I like I wish there was, that whole wall was glass and glass and
Yeah.
glass. When you do that, of course, you lose a lot of space for furniture, you know, but I just like glass. I think it'd
I
be
do
great
too.
to
I
put
think
it
it's
somewhere.
great.
So if we did that, I'd like to see how this roof system would react in the load bearings and all that, like cutting away so much wall space.
Is that
you know.
customer thinking about an ESP home?
I don't
to do
know.
that glass,
They were
or-
just asking, could we do that?
Okay.
So that's something to think about.
Yeah. Be nice.
Yeah.
Especially somewhere where you're not just getting hammered with the sun. I think that'd be optimal.
Yep.
Be a great rental.
So when I look at that design, instead of buying a $20,000 door wall, I'm thinking, how can we make this economical
Yeah.
to look similar to that, but not have the cost effective in it, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Well, you know, there was a show that I used to watch. It was Sandra Lee, and it was semi-homemade. And what she would do is, it was a cooking show, and she would take store-bought stuff, and half of it would be homemade that she would have,
Yeah.
and the other half was store-bought. So she kind of mixed the two together and would
There you
create
go.
something. So
Yeah.
that would be kind of like what she would do here. It's like, okay, this is the big high-dollar thing that I want.
yep,
How can I put things together and to make that?
exactly. Yeah,
So-
and you can afford it.
You can afford it.
Yep.
So, okay.
Yeah, this is like a park model house.
It's a beautiful
But man,
layout.
think about it. It's only 200 square feet.
It's beautiful, but it's so much room.
You're walking in flip-flops, holding a camera, and walking down shaky stairs.
Yes, always.
Going at it, man.
I know, they're at it.
So they insulated and sheeted that floor to the left of you, right there, the left one. And now they're getting ready to insulate and sheet this floor.
And really, this is something new. This is Matt doing 2 houses at one time.
We've got some new guys. So Matt's been here a long time. He's a framing maniac. And so he's training that guy, Chris. Yep. Get this. We hired a guy, ex-Marine, 2
Yeah.
tours, come here, worked one day, disappeared.
How come?
I don't know. He was awesome and he loved his day and he's gone.
Gosh, I don't know. Back. Where you
I
at?
know. I was looking so forward to him being here. So I don't know what happened. He, something may happen in his life.
Call him and see what's going on.
I think I will. Yeah, I was looking so forward to him being here.
But you have how many new ones? There's Jeff. Hey, Jeff.
People will wave as you go by.
So, let me point this out. This is the next Hobbit. So, the owner come up with some drawings they found. I don't know if you can focus in on that, Amanda, but you see that arch up there? Okay. So what it's going to do is arch, come straight down, and it's going to kind of just have a little bit of a arch on the bottom level. There, you're good. Yeah, there you go. Oh, you're going to go all the way down to there? Okay. To there. So you're going to drop that a little bit more. Oh, that'll look good like that.
I'm going to try to make a jig.
Yeah.
You can do that all the time.
So that's 22 inches dropping down?
Yep.
That's what we kind of figured, wasn't it?
Yep. I
Okay.
started with that and it worked out.
Good, man. So it's going to be 2 levels.
So is that the little drawing of it?
That's it. This is what we did earlier today.
Okay.
So I came out here, and he had us a drawing. The owner did. No, there's no measurements. There's nothing to go by, but a rendering.
Right.
Okay. It had a little bit of an arch, has a drop, and it has another swoop, but a reverse. You're a swooper.
I'm a swooper. Yeah, a swooper. I like that.
Got this swoop roof right here.
Yeah.
And there's going to be beams and stuff and everything later on for decor, but it's all for just cosmetic. So I came over here. This room, I'm sorry, I go back up here. This is 8 feet across.
Okay.
And that's our loft area is 8 foot. And then we got 12 foot of living room over here. So the kitchen, bedroom, loft, and everything is in this certain area. But you have steps that go up here. You got to have headroom.
Uh-huh.
So I started playing with all that, and I'm thinking, okay, let's pull a tape from here 8 feet. What kind of arch do we want? What looks good? So I pulled up here 12 inches, and I just went here with a marker and a marker, and then we get back here and we look at it, and do we like that look, And I thought, well, let's go 8 inches. So we pulled up 8 and went this way, and I liked it. I looked back, and I liked the way that 8 inches looks like. So what he did, he pulled down 8, come to the center, and he took this piece of pipe, right? You see how it's flexible? But it's a nice arch. It stays straight. So when you pull it, of course, let me show you here. You guys know what I'm doing. But you pull it. See that?
Yeah.
And you can do a nice arch like that. So instead of 12, let's go 8.
Yeah.
And they fixed it, and he drew a line on it, and they're done. And it's uniform. So then we had to figure out what's the height of this, Amanda? So how far are we going to drop down? And what's the height of this part of this roof going to start? So I said, well, we have a determination height right here of 84 inches high. We have to have that for a regular height for our windows and doors.
And I guess how tall they want the loft, right?
Exactly. So here's our loft height. So at 13.6, we dropped 8 inches.
Okay.
And then I said, well, let's experiment with going up 12 inches for a swoop.
Okay, yeah.
And we liked the 12-inch swoop,
Yeah.
which allowed us, is 42 inches, right, for our loft height. So when we add 8 and 12 minus 42 leaves us about 20 inches. So we went about 22 inches right in here.
Okay.
It was 20. And we had 22 inches left over. And that's what we did up there. What he did was just showing you. This line, like he scribbled, is not going to be there. They're actually going to go from here straight down, and then he's going to put this pipe, and it'll have a reverse swoop like this, not an arch, right? I like it. I like it. I think it's going to be cool. And what I like,
it's different from the others
Amanda,
too.
and what I like about these panels is once that's there, you take a skill saw and you just cut it out. Like it's almost like decorating a cake.
Yeah.
You build the box and then you start cutting away the meat of sculpture.
Right.
So we can cut all this off and then you just add the aesthetics. This is already waterproof, it's insulated, it's done, it's ready, and you just add what you want on it.
Okay.
The floor is already wired, plumbed, everything's ready to go inside. Now we're just gonna build the box. Now the roof line, to make an arched roof, what we do is we'll build a square out of these panels, and then we'll cut little relief cuts in the panel, and that'll pull that arch. So every relief cut we have, then we can arch it. We can make it really sharp or really, not so sharp.
Okay.
Yep. So
Look nice.
anyway, I don't know if you guys like
Now,
hearing all
is
that.
it still going to be a round door?
We've already cut it in.
Okay.
Yep, the door's already cut in. We got several doors, all 6 of them are gonna have round doors.
Oh, they're all going to have the round doors.
Look how pretty that house is. I'm just looking at it.
That looks really nice.
Isn't that nice looking?
I think that I would kind of let it gray, the wood, because I think the gray would look pretty with the blue. And then if I didn't like it, I would paint it.
You always can paint, you know what, and you can always bleach it
Sure.
and bring that life back,
Yeah.
and then urethane it.
Okay.
Amanda, too, something that I need to point out, because these are metal, okay? There's no OSB. There is nothing here that can rot.
Okay. That's awesome.
Is that not something?
That's a big deal.
So you think about it. Let's say you want to put barnwood on here. Remember on barnwood trimmer on the window? Every time you make a perforation in a house, it's a potential leak. It's a potential problem. You always got to take care of that area of a house. Now, if the only thing that's going to rot is that outside wood that has nothing to do with any of your structure leaking inside your house or rotting in your walls. These homes are going to be here indefinitely. There's not going to be
originally been in a landfill.
Originally being a landfill. There's no, bugs or any kind of termites. Now we do have a wood floor. We have a metal pan underneath here. And I could build this floor out of metal if we really wanted to make it all like a no wood home.
Right.
I like wood. We all do. This is a hard concept for us to put in our head. So what we're doing is we're marrying the two together. Let's put some wood, let's put some metal in it, and then voila, you got a beautiful home right there. So, yeah. Like we did here, we have a stick-built walled house, and we put the panels for a ceiling.
Yeah.
And I like that because it's all smooth. You could sheetrock this or stucco it, and you're done. This is a smooth ceiling. You can even paint it and leave it the way it is.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, very.
So, and that goes all the way through the house, the panel roof.
Nice.
Well, man, we've really shared a lot of technical stuff today. And before we say goodbye, I want to say, hey, could you subscribe to our channel? Give us a thumbs up. Tell us what you think. You got any comments? We will print them out. We're going to do probably a comment show tomorrow. I'll read off your comments,
Yeah,
any
we got
questions
a
you
lot.
got. Anything you want to ask away. I'll do my best to give you an answer. Amanda will answer some of the stuff too.
We have a house
Yeah.
coming back. Watson.
Well, they postponed it till Monday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's going to come back Monday.
And the house is going to the Amish.
Yeah. Right now, Whipple
Whipple.
is probably getting there this evening.
Okay.
And then we've got 2 more. We'll let you know on who's going up there.
Okay.
Another thing I'd like to know is, we do have over 100 and some odd homes to build. A lot of those are ESP specials, probably 40 or 50 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we want to let you know a little bit about where you're at in our schedule. We're working on that to let the customers know kind of when we're going to break ground. And that's a hard thing to do because we build them as we learn more and our guys learn more, get more experience. We're able to give them more builds. Like Matt. Matt's training a guy. As soon as they build those 2 homes, that guy, he's a builder.
Yeah.
We can put him on his own.
Right.
He can take a house and run with it. So that's going to help our production go. We've got these guys from Texas were just here. They've got this one ready to go. I'm probably going to put a couple of younger guys on here,
Yeah.
and we're going to take another builder that we have, and he's going to actually be a supervisor in here to maintain these guys so they can just constantly move with any questions they have, because they do have the skill level.
Right.
They just need to have somebody there to answer all their questions,
A little bit of guidance.
to guide them through the day. We're doing that with our ESPs. We actually got about 5 guys out there that are learning to do their ESPs. That way we're hoping, I want to get to do 10 ESPs at a time.
Yeah.
And so once we build our building bigger, they can be inside doing that. A lot of
And
stuff
the
going
10
on.
by 20s, you know, there's a lot of them. We're down through the line now, so
Yeah.
they're getting done.
We'll let you know. We got 4 up there in the Amish.
Get an update.
Yeah. So, all right. Thank you guys. Have a great day. This is Thursday. We'll be back tomorrow. I'd like to take, they're calling for some rain, but if it doesn't get too soppy, I'd like to go over to the mountain, see what they've done. We need to see where the lots are. A lot of lots are being cut in. I'm hoping within the next week or 2, we got our lots cut in and we're set and people can start picking up their lots. There's 64 home sites over there. And it's not like an RV park. It is a subdivision, man. It's a wooded mountain subdivision resort, you know. So we'll show you that. People have been fortunate enough to buy into that. We were talking the other night, what a deal we offered a long time ago. Is that if you just bought the house, you got a lot, 2 years free rent just for buying a house. And then we threw in amenities on your house. So those days are gone. Everything's more, costs more, everything, but we just need to stimulate our growth. And I don't know if we've done it or maybe the world has changed, but man, the demand is there now.
It is.
So we can't build them fast enough, you know.
I know.
So thanks for following us. We'll be back, come back tomorrow and we'll show you more of what's going on with our company, and send your comments and questions.
Yeah, because we'll do that tomorrow, and there is a lot.
That's
So I'm
fine.
going to probably start printing them off this afternoon.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get up in a tree and I'm going to read off all the comments, man. I'm going to get up there, up in a big tall tree.
Okay.
Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you.
Bye.
Like you're about